My name is Fahim, 34, a school teacher in a quiet town outside Dhaka. I've always been a man of routines, same breakfast, same route to work, same cup of tea every evening. My wife Lamia was the opposite, lively, unpredictable, a burst of color in my otherwise gray world. We met at a friend's wedding 8 years ago. She was laughing in the corner, telling stories to strangers, and I was instantly drawn in. We got married within a year. She brought energy to my life, flowers in the kitchen, music in the mornings, surprises on birthdays. I thought love was enough to keep that energy forever. But time changes everything. When our son Ryan turned 4, Lamia decided to start working again. She joined a private design firm in the city. I supported her completely. After all, she'd spent years managing our home. But soon her schedule changed. Late nights. Weekend projects. The glow of her phone at midnight. At first, I ignored the signs. Trust, I told myself, was stronger than suspicion. But love, when blind, is the easiest to betray. Part 2, Cracks in the Glass. One Friday evening, she said she'd be working late again. I decided to surprise her. Maybe bring dinner, a small gesture. When I reached her office, the lights were dim, only one room lit at the end of the corridor. Through the glass door I saw her, laughing, leaning close to a man in a gray blazer. His hand brushed her arm. She didn't pull away. For a moment, I just stood there, watching the woman I loved more than life itself, smiling like that for someone else. I walked away before they saw me. My heart didn't shatter all at once. It cracked quietly like ice splitting under pressure. That night, she came home late, smelling of perfume that wasn't hers. I asked her how work was. She smiled faintly. Busy. Long day. I nodded, staring at the woman who was now a stranger in my own home. Part 3, The Evidence. Over the next week, I watched her closely, the way she guarded her phone, how her smile lit up at every message, the secretiveness. I didn't want to believe it, but truth doesn't vanish because we close our eyes. One afternoon, while she was in the shower, her phone buzzed on the table. A message appeared. Speech balloon, miss you already. Tomorrow, same place. Armin. My vision blurred. The name hit me like a slap. Armin was her office manager. I'd met him once at a dinner. He'd shaken my hand with a smile that now felt like mockery. I didn't confront her that night. Instead, I began writing in a notebook, every lie, every strange outing, every late night. It wasn't revenge I wanted. It was understanding. Part 4, The Confrontation. A week later, I asked her to sit with me after dinner. She looked uneasy. What's wrong? I slid her phone across the table, opened to her messages with Armin. Her face went pale. Fahim, I can explain. Don't, I said quietly. I want the truth, not excuses. Tears filled her eyes. It was a mistake. I didn't mean for it to happen. How long? She hesitated. 3 months. Silence. The clock on the wall ticked louder than her voice. I felt numb, no anger, no rage, just emptiness. Do you love him? I asked. She shook her head, sobbing. No. I was lost. You were always busy, always tired. He made me feel, noticed. I stood up slowly. So you destroyed your family for attention? She reached for my hand, but I pulled away. I'm sorry, she whispered. But sorry doesn't undo betrayal. It just fills the silence after the truth explodes. Part 5, The Storm. I couldn't sleep that night. Every memory replayed in my mind. Our wedding vows, our first home, her laughter. I thought about Ryan, innocent, sleeping in the next room, unaware that his parents' world had just crumbled. At dawn, I packed a small bag and left the house. I spent the day walking by the river, replaying everything. I loved her, but love without respect is a slow poison. By evening, I returned home.